Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1 month chart. We're sitting here at $2.14. And I see so many people complaining because we're kind of going sideways on XRP right now. Hey, I'm happy that XRP is above $2. You know, most of us held through this right here. Years of sideways movement. Every time we got good news, the price did not move on XRP. So I'm happy where we are right now. I'm expecting us to have a breakout happen at any moment. You know, so many people get frustrated over holding a cryptocurrency for a couple of months. Try holding it for a couple of years. You will learn patience really quick. And you know, so many people in this space are calling for this massive dump on XRP as well, saying it's going back under $1. Any money you have sidelined, wait for the crash to happen first. And a lot of that has to do with what's going on around Tether over in the EU. But I don't expect a major crash on Tether to happen until the US regulates Tether out. And that could happen early 2025. But it's not going to so much affect the price of XRP. Sure, XRP will dump with the rest of the market, but a lot of these cryptocurrencies will bounce back very quick. Bitcoin and ETH, I'm expecting it to take years for them to bounce back. And I don't think you would ever see a $100,000 Bitcoin ever again without Tether propping up the price. But what we are about to experience for XRP is a massive run-up. You want to be here when that happens. And as David Schwartz warning us ahead of time, twice from David, make sure you take advantage between Christmas and New Year's. You know, in previous cycles, Altseason happened right after Christmas. I don't expect anything different to happen this time around. I'm expecting Altseason to take place over the coming days. That's when we could start to see the breakout happen. But you know, the one thing that is going to change during this cycle, the major changes I'm expecting to happen will take place early 2025. That's those big catalysts we're waiting on for XRP that will lead us into a utility run. Expert predicts everyone will regret not buying XRP at $2, $5, or $7, says it's short-term mindset that destroys portfolios. And the latest one calling for a 3-digit XRP is Coach JV. I've seen Levi calling for it. Everybody else is calling for the same thing. I'm going to tell you this. Pull out your phone. Look at your XRP holdings. Times that by $20. That's what you could expect conservatively in this run-up. Because a lot of other people are still calling for a $35 XRP. At $35, at $34 actually, we take the #1 spot away from Bitcoin. And you want to be here when that happens. That's going to be really exciting to see happen, because that will change the entire narrative going forward forever. 30,000 plus accounts in one day. XRP adoption is unstoppable. And that happened on December 2nd. And since then, there was a lot of people coming into this space, and they're starting to figure out what XRP is. You know, most people that come into crypto right now, they're buying Bitcoin because that's the hype on the mainstream media news. But some of them wake up once they get here and realize utility is the future. If your cryptocurrency is not solving a problem in the real world, you are holding the wrong cryptocurrency. And let me tell you something, Bitcoin is not solving any problems in the real world. You cannot transact in it. It's way too slow and way too expensive. There's going to be a lot of money moving around the world utilizing XRP, and that's coming in the short term. Investing Psychology 101, make it make sense. Remember back when XRP was under 50 cents and you were talking to your friends about buying into XRP and they didn't want to hear it? Well, wait until XRP is all over the mainstream media news. Everyone is gonna have to have it. You know, the last time XRP achieved its all-time high back in 2017, 2018, Ripple was talked about all over the mainstream media news. They were talking about XRP, but calling it Ripple. I'm expecting the same thing to happen this time around. Once XRP gets to its new all-time high, the mainstream media news will be talking about Ripple once again and not calling it XRP. It would be nice if they just called it what it actually is, XRP. Kaboom! Michelle Snyder, Chief Market Strategist at MarketGauge.com, shares insights on Bitcoin and XRP. Take a listen to this.
How are you assessing some of the other tertiary plays within the sector?
Well, right, I think that Bitcoin can continue to be somewhat volatile. This 89 to 95 level is kind of really key here, and if that breaks, I think we could see maybe more serious selling. But in terms of XRP, it's an interesting thing because, first of all, you know, it's a cross-border transactional type of situation that is used globally. And of course, here we wound up with the SEC lawsuit with Gary Gensler leaving. It got an initial burst. And even though we haven't started, obviously, with the new administration, I actually think even though the lawsuit's still there, that could be lifted and that could be very good. It's a very efficient system. In terms of blockchain, digital ledger, that's been a lot less volatile. And I think blockchain technology, regardless of what happens with the individual coins, is here to stay, will evolve. And I like that stock where it's been holding over $45, let's say, if we want to be generous with support. So I see upside potential there as well.
So is she calling XRP for $45, or is she talking about Ripple stock? It's very confusing because they sometimes call cryptocurrencies stock as well. But it was nice to see that she actually understands that XRP is about to disrupt the entire banking system. It's built for cross-border payments. It's built to move the world's money. But you're going to see more talk of XRP going forward. You know what I noticed lately is there's a shift away from Bitcoin. And I think that's happening because Tether crashing is part of the plan, in my opinion. Here are XRP's safe, feasible, and unlikely price targets for this cycle. So they're calling for a $9 level for XRP. But then they go on to say that it would be weird if XRP failed to hit $20 in this cycle. And that's why I said, take out your phone, look at the XRP you're holding it, times it by $20, and that's what you could expect this run. Will it go higher? Most likely, XRP will go much higher than $20. But that's the conservative number. I still see a lot of other people saying that it's never going to break above $13. I think they're totally wrong. And a lot of people, like I said, still calling for $33 to $35 for XRP. But the price predictions are all over the place. I want to stay conservative and give you a good idea on what to expect. Total bullshit. Why is XRP not mentioned? GPT builds $1,000 crypto portfolio for 2025. And then Moonlight says, these AI models only pull information from circulating articles like Forbes and other mainstream media. Due to Ripple's ongoing suit, it won't recommend it due to uncertainty. But that lawsuit is over as far as XRP. XRP is not a security, and it's not going to be a security going forward. But here's what ChatGPT called for. They said buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Matic. I actually hold a little bit of Matic, Arbitrum, ARB, and then stablecoins, USDT and USDC. Soon, hopefully, they're predicting or telling people to hold RLUSD. But I never relied on AI to invest into crypto. And of course, the AI models are going to follow the mainstream media news. They want everyone buying the distraction, not the disruption. XRP is the disruption. Bitcoin is the distraction. It was always 2025, and it's documented. You see it right here. Exploration and investment, 2015. 2016 to 2017, early adoption. 2018 to 2024 was the growth cycle. 2025 will bring maturity. And that's when we could see the massive institutional adoption happen. Like a massive wave coming into this space. But everybody says 2025. Why do we have to wait until 2025? You realize that's less than a week away. And I'm expecting an epic year for XRP. Anybody selling now is just going to miss out on massive gains in 2025. There was a video of Rosie Rios where she said she endorsed Gary Gensler. I still have it. I will post it here. Rosie Rios is on the board of directors for Ripple. A lot of people think that entire case was planned, but take a listen to what Rosie Rios said here.
Well, I think the good news about kind of structure is, there's obviously a regulatory framework that's in place. We have a new administration. We have a lot of great people at the helm having a lot of great conversations about what happens to inspire innovation, not stymie innovation. And so, I adore Gary Gensler. I think he's going to do a fabulous job in not just in the crowdfunding space, but in the crypto space and all the other areas where I think you need level-headed people who have been in the trenches. He was obviously the chair of the CFTC in the past. He knows crypto. He was at MIT studying this. And so he, in my opinion, obviously in the Obama administration, he was also part of the Jobs Act legislation, among other pieces of legislation. So the regulatory framework that needs to be in place is really just beginning, in my opinion. Those discussions are happening now. And so you see a lot of, of course, you saw the news about, for example, El Salvador passing a law to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. That's a huge, huge step. So having the government, the regulators, literally kind of, trying to get ahead of this, which is really hard because government doesn't usually lead. They usually follow, right? So they react.
Both things that Rosie Rios said and talked about in that clip have changed since then. That was back in 2021. And everybody was bullish about Gary Gensler coming to the SEC. Everybody in the XRP community thought Gary was going to do a great job and XRP was going to skyrocket in price because we were going to get regulatory clarity. But instead, we got a crackdown on crypto instead. Take notice, she also talked about El Salvador adopting Bitcoin. That narrative changed as well because El Salvador relies on the IMF for money. And the IMF said, listen, we're not going to give you no money if you push ahead with the idea of this Bitcoin reserve and so on. So they changed that whole narrative there as well. But I think what happened was Rosie Rios felt the same way as all the other XRP investors did back then and we all got something different. But I do believe that whole Ripple versus SEC case had to happen. Like they were vetting Ripple for the future, vetting Ripple so they could utilize XRP in the financial system here in the United States. That could have had to happen for a reason, is what I'm saying. And it felt like it took forever. I mean, come on, the case is still ongoing today. I expect it to be thrown out with the new SEC chair once Trump takes office on January 20th. But until then, I really don't think it's holding back XRP anymore, but it's still holding back Ripple here in the United States. Once that case is finally done and over with, I'm expecting that to be a very green day for XRP. Remember, Ripple's International Bank Partnership Network provides coverage for 90% of the global financial system. XRP, 90% of the financial system's rails. This is the big picture. Now, I'm not going to play this clip, but what I wanted to show you here is, you know, Ripple has all the rails in place all around the world right now for XRP to run on. And so many people can't see how big this actually is. Any price point that you ever thought of for XRP, you could think much bigger, because Ripple, they shifted. They went in so many different directions. They still stayed focused on cross-border payments, and they've always been focused on the derivatives market as well. But now it's tokenization, it's custody, AI, I mean, even metaverse, all building out on the XRP ledger. And all of that is going to bring value to XRP. But you know, we are just waiting for this market to turn around, and we are going to experience an alt season. Don't get shaken out by all the FUD. Just continue holding your XRP. You're about to make a shit ton of money. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and we will get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.